Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to this week's edition of Brookwood Junior High News. My name is Morgan, and here are your upcoming events for the week of March 5th. On Monday, March 5th, there will be no school in honor of Casimir Pulaski. On Tuesday, March 6th, the Brookwood School District will start ISAT testing. On March 7th, the boys volleyball team will be playing against Columbia at home. We would like to say happy birthday to the following students with birthdays from March 3rd through the 7th. Taji T, March 3rd, and Brianna H, March 5th. Happy birthday to you both.
8th grade students, it's almost here. The trip to Springfield is scheduled for Thursday, March 15th. The cost is $75 unless you sold candy and will be due on Friday, March 9th. And this isn't just any ordinary trip. I'm sure you'll all be happy to know that we will be riding in coach buses, but please remember that you must be here at 6:15 a.m. because the buses will be leaving at 6:30 exactly. We will be visiting Lincoln's home and tomb, as well as the Illinois State Capitol and Lincoln Presidential Museum. A sack lunch is required for all students to bring, but dinner will be provided. And at the end of all tours, we will be arriving back at school at 9 p.m. During the ride to Springfield, we will be occupied with movies on the buses, and please remember to bring snacks along. One of the stops will be Lincoln's home. It was opened to the public in 1887 and restored in 1860. Another stop we will be visiting is Lincoln's tomb. It was his final resting place and was constructed in 1860 as well. In 1960, the tomb was designated a National Historic Landmark and was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1966. So remember, please turn your money to the office by March 9th, because this is a trip you will want to remember.
On Friday, February 24th, students who paid 50 TCB tickets got to decorate cookies. Sugar cookies were provided along with M&Ms, frosting, sprinkles, and other candies that were used to decorate the cookies. Here are the Brookwood Junior High students' finished cookies.
Now, what starts with the letter C? Cookie starts with C. Let's think of other things that starts with C. Who cares about the other things? C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. C is for cookie.
Last Thursday, Brookwood Junior High hosted a Titanic-themed family reading night. This night featured Reader's Theater, lessons on how to decipher Morse code, a timeline of the Titanic's important events, and they even learned what it was like to be in really cold water. Everyone received a boarding pass and found out by the end of the night if they were either a survivor or a victim of the Titanic voyage. Each student who attended received a book and a pizza dinner. Here are some Brookwood students enjoying a night to remember.
How do you realize that our body temperature can only get too cold before it starts to shut down? Did you realize that? Or it can only go up so high. So our body temperature has to stay at a certain level in order for us to live. Otherwise, if it gets too high or too cold, our body the organs and all start to shut down. Well, most of the people who died on the Titanic did not die from drowning. How many of you knew that? Most of them died from hypothermia. And as you could see, when the boat started to sink, some of them, they did want to go down with it, so they jumped into the water. And we all know the story that the reason so many died was because they did not have enough lifeboats on board the Titanic, correct? And the reason they didn't is because they felt they would not need them, right? So they just didn't prepare for it. So that's why a lot of people did die. All right. They didn't have enough equipment. That's right. They did not have enough equipment, and they learned from that, which back then now was a little too late. Well, what we want to do is to really just show you just how cold something can really get. And we're going to do a little timing to see just how long you can put your hands for about 90 seconds into some cold water or just on ice and see whether or not you say, wow, I see now why the people died from hypothermia, not necessarily drowning. So, to get this experiment going, we're going to need some volunteers. So they got to be all the way down.
The bottom of the tub.
The bottom of the tub, good. And you can't lift them on until Marisol says, time is up. Okay, set, can't let up, go. Keep them down, all the way down.
All the way down.
All the way down. You're deep in the Atlantic Ocean.
30 seconds.
Oh, wow.
3,
2, 1, lift up. Oh.
Smart to use a picture. Okay.
19, that one's is 15. April
19 days can be trusted around people in the late hours of the night without thinking that people are going to be around.
I have a dream that hypocrites and judges will no longer rise to the top. That gambling, drinking, and drugs will stop killing people we love. I have a dream on this day and every day that I will live to have kids and see them grow and the time that we have, and at the time we have a home.
I have a dream to one day be a sports manager or a celebrity physical therapist. In order to achieve this dream, I must study hard.
I have a dream to become a bar student someday. In order to achieve the dream, I must keep working on it and never stop trying. I pledge to do whatever I can to achieve this goal, no matter how hard it is. I pledge to never stop trying to do what I am.
I have a dream that one day the sea shall give life to every and provide food and water. This kind, not just one part of it.
I have a dream that one day all my big and small dreams will come true. Because everything will be good and the life I live will be understood.
I have a dream to become an athlete. In order to achieve this, I must sacrifice heavily.
I have a dream that involves myself. I have a dream that people will have to live out what other people say in order to interfere with our living education. I have a dream to become somebody that children see or hear and wish to be like someday. I have a dream that the impact I will have in the world will be great and legendary. I have a dream that
March is National Food Service Month. During March, we recognize all the hard work and effort that our food service department puts in every day to ensure that students have a healthy, delicious meal. They are also responsible for preparing all the fresh fruit and vegetables we receive every day. The National School Lunch Program is a federally assisted meal program operating in public and nonprofit private schools and residential child care institutions. It provides nutritionally balanced, low-cost, or free lunches to children each school day.
Hi, my name is Jan Makowski. I am the Food Service Director for Brookwood School District. I started off 12 years ago along with school, serving in the cafeteria. and I am now in this position. I oversee the breakfast, lunch, and fruit program for the students at Hickory Bend, Longwood, Brookwood Middle School, and Brookwood Junior High. The purpose of our program is to make sure that students are being served healthy meals every day. There's been a lot of controversy about children eating junk in schools. We contract with a food management company called Preferred Meals, and with Preferred Meals we make sure that the children receive a healthy, well-balanced diet. Our breakfast program is served to all students at no cost, along with our lunch program. And for the last 4 years, we have also introduced a fresh fruit and vegetable program that has been through a grant from the USDA. It enables us to give children healthy, nutritious snacks instead of eating, as we know the kids like, their Cheetos, the hot Cheetos.
We are thrilled to be here with all of you as I sign the Healthy, Hungry-Free Kids Act, a bill that's vitally important to the health and welfare of our kids and to our country.
Sausage and mustard, while we're in the mood, cold jelly and custard, peas, pudding and sirloins, what this is a question, rich gentlemen have it boys, indigestion. Food, we're anxious to try it. 3 banquets a day, our favorite diet. Just picture a great steak, fried, roasted or stewed. Good, glorious food. Don't care what it looks like. Burns under the crude. Don't care what it looks like.
Just thinking of growing fat.
Our senses were reeling. One moment of knowing that. Full of feeling. Food, glorious food. What would we give for that extra bit more?
Every noon, in every school, in every state. After all, you can't teach a hungry child.
The cool tool of the week is ISAT test expectations.
Next week, students will begin ISAT testing.
Remember, teachers are looking for you to be trying your best. Students' names will be entered into a drawing for an ISAT incentive field trip.
When reading a passage, make sure you read the entire passage first, then go back and search for the answers.
When there are several questions about a reading passage or chart, look for clues and other questions that will help you with the ones you are unsure of.
On extended response questions, make sure you write answers neatly. You label your answer and put it in the correct page in the designated box.
On the math portion of the test, make sure when using scratch paper, you have copied down the problem correctly from the test booklet.
If your answer does not match one of the answer choices, reread the problem and try to solve it again.
Don't spend too much time rewriting or worrying about neatness.
Fill in bubbles fully, and if there is time, erase stray pencil marks.
Double check the problem number in the booklet against your answer document every few questions, and make sure you haven't gotten the wrong number.
If your arm gets tired during the test, it might be because you are gripping your pencil too tightly. Relax your grip and give your muscles a break.
When you are finished, be respectful of others who are still texting. So Kaylani, girl, tell me what you did over the weekend.
Well, I went to go see a movie.
What movie did you go see?
A Million Words.
Okay, you gotta go take me to see that.
Okay, how about I shoot?
Okay.
Be respectful of the text.
Okay.
Don't worry if you run out of time. Just do your best.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's broadcast. Remember to tune in next week.